Spell so far, 2018. About time you turned it around, isn't it?
Yeah, just a bit. We've had a shocking January, to be honest. It's not been very kind. Postponements, at late notice has hindered us a little bit. But in terms of the performances and results, they've not been where we want them to be. But, hopefully we can end January in a positive manner by starting today against Alfreton. Hopefully, if we can get something today, that'll lead us into a game in hand on Tuesday against Chorley.
No goals either in these last three league games.
Yeah.
Puts pressure on the goal difference. I suppose you want one to come off back of somebody's head or off somebody's backside just to get things rolling.
Well, you do. That's when you go through a couple of spells. We had one early in the season. I think we lost 7 out of the first 10, and then we were unlucky in a lot of the games. We were performing quite well. I was actually quite pleased with the performance on Tuesday. Looking back at the game as well, we didn't have anything go our way. The first goal was disappointing to concede. The second one's a fluky own goal, and the third one is right at the death where Henry kicks it against the lad and goes in. So we'd like a little bit of that, but we just got to work a little bit harder. Our concentration levels have got to be better. When we do get good ball retention, we've got to make sure we distribute it well. But we had a really good session on Thursday. It's the first time we've been really able to get out and train over the last few weeks. There's a lot of things that have hindered us, but again, no excuses. It's a results business, and we can't get away from that. And hopefully today, everybody puts a shift in, and if we can do that, we can get 3 points.
You've had a chance to discuss the performances with Terry. Can you put your finger on one particular thing which keeps reoccurring or keeps annoying you?
Not really, no. I mean, if you look, Blythe away was a shocker. It was everybody was poor on that day, and we got severely punished 4-0. It could have been more, but then we went to Spennymoor. The start of January actually. We New Year's Day we drew down here with Boston 1-1. It was 1-0 up. We had a man sent off, and 40 minutes we were defended really well with 10 men. So good point, good way to start the year. But then the Blythe game we lost, and the Spennymoor game we won. We drew 4-4, lost on penalties. Then we turned up against Nuneaton, and we didn't turn up. In terms of our levels dropped well below. And then obviously postponement last week, we couldn't train. Then obviously the Leamington game. So our preparation for the Leamington game in such a big game wasn't great. So the performance level for me was good. It was just we got punished for a lot of errors. Fluky goals like the own goal, and obviously the goalkeeper kicked one against their strike and goes in. So was it a 3-0 scoreline? No. In terms of performance, it was an even game, but again it says 3-0 defeat. So we've got to regroup, which we did Thursday, and hopefully we can put performance in today.
Possibly not the best time to play Alfreton. New manager, of course, you know very well, and Radio Lincolnshire listeners do as well, Chris Moyes. And they've won their last 2 since he's gone there. So obviously you want to try and get one over your old mate.
Well, yeah. I started my coaching career with Chris at Moorlands. As player coach. It must be 6 or 7 years ago now. Obviously did a good job at Lincoln City. He's took over at Alfreton, but he's inherited a very good squad. There's no getting about from that. You have to look at the players I've got. Obviously he took Lee Beavers from us, experienced. Bradley Wood played a game at Lincoln last year, won the conference. Craig Disley, captain at Grimsby for 5 years. So that's just 3 of what is a very good squad of players. So he's walked into a good job there. Got 2 really good victories, especially at Blythe. And I watched them last week against Leamington. Nothing in the game, but they ended up winning 4-1. Again, a game littered with errors. So it'd be good to test myself against Chris today. Obviously he's an experienced manager, but it's a game where we believe we can get something from, and we've got a real determination today about putting that right. We're going to change the shape. We're going to change a little bit what we've gone away from, and get back to something that we was like last year, and that grit, determination, and solidarity, and hopefully all those ingredients come up with 3 points.
Can you give us any early team news, Dave? Or?
Not yet, because I'm not told the players. We'll name the team first, and then obviously the players will always get to know that first.
Well, best of luck this afternoon,
Cheers.
Dave. Good
yeah,
luck to you.
thanks lads. Thanks a lot.